Hey guys, so Different Life here with another deck profile for you guys. This time around it is my updated Infernoid deck. Let's get this going. I don't want to dilly-dally or anything. Who says dilly-dally anymore? Anyway, so I play 3 on Aku. I play 3 of him because he's the big guy who basically says, I nuke everything and try activating your spell and trap cards and see if it happens. He's basically a Garunix and a Shien put together. It's amped up by 10. And he can summon multiple of these guys in one turn without having to worry about very much stuff other than the fact that once you summon one, you can't summon anything else. I play 3 Atondel. He's basically a BLS. He gets to attack twice if he kills a monster. It's really, really good. He can put in a lot of work, he can get in a lot of damage, and he can lower your opponent's life points very, very fast, especially if they are stupid and keep putting monsters in attack position. I play 3 Semus. I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. Basically, whenever at the end of the battle phase, if he attacked, you get to banish any card your opponent controls. It is really, really awesome and very, very annoying for your opponent. Of course, he's only got 2,600 attacks, so while he can beat over a lot of stuff, he can't beat over everything. So, yeah. 3 Piety. If he does damage to your opponent, you get to pick a card out of your opponent's hand. That is really good. I know a lot of people regard him as the worst Infernoid, and honestly, he kind of almost is. I say he's the second worst, but however, that effect to pick out a card of your opponent's hand has proven to be really, really useful. I remember I was dueling against Chaos Dragons. I attacked into his Lila or something, got to do the damage, picked out his BLS. Okay, that's one example of where it's a good effect. I mean, like, honestly, discarding your opponent's hand is not a bad effect at all. 3, Patrulia. Such a weird name. Anyways, basically he pops spells and trap cards. Really, really good card. And also, I should also mention that every single one of these, except for Onaku, has the effect that they contribute a monster, whether it be themselves or another Infernoid, and banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. However, the level 4 or lower ones can only do it during your opponent's turn, which kind of sucks, but can also disrupt their plays. Then I play 2 Necroface. Necroface is more for the recycling factor because this deck has no inherent way to put stuff back into the graveyard or into the deck. You summon Necroface late game, and you can get this thing to astronomical levels of attack power. I summoned one time, and it was 3,000 attack after I shuffled everything back in. It was ridiculous. Play 2 Harmadic. Let the 12-year-old in you giggle, and then just move on. Okay, I'm just saying. Basically, what this guy does, he pops monsters. Again, something that I want to point out, I kind of pointed it out back whenever I did my original deck profile. What the level 4 and lower ones are here to do is to clear the way for the bigger level 5 and higher ones to do the damage and put in the work and to really just mess with your opponent's life points. That being said, this guy is rather weak. And honestly, I don't even ask me why he's $30. Okay, I know some top level player guy said something about him playing a deck and how this guy was his favorite or something, so boom, $30. I don't understand people's budget reasons. Anyways, 3 Infernoid Antra. He's a compulse, except only for face-up cards, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. But hey, the deck is getting a compulse for face-down cards next set, so that'll be interesting. Okay, so that's the monsters. Miracle Dig. I play 2 of them. Honestly, this is for late game, provided it doesn't get milled off by reasoning. So, yeah. Speaking of reasoning, I played 3 of it. This card, honestly, Infernoids, it's almost reasoning or bust. Which is, I hate to say because I hate random mill. Honestly, the only time I think random mill is good is in like a Lightstorm deck or in Chaos Dragons, and even then I don't generally like it because it almost makes you not want to play spell or trap cards because then you're like, oh hey, I just built off all my good spell traps. Yeah. Anyway, so 2 Terraforming starts out the really good field spell. Well, I think it's really good. Most people don't seem to agree with me. 1 Foolish Burial. 2 MST. 2 Void Seer. Again, don't sue me if I mess up these names. This card, it's basically a upgraded version of Forbidden Lance. It protects your Infernoids from your opponent's card effects, and also if an Infernoid would be destroyed, you can banish it from the graveyard to save that one Infernoid. Which kind of sucks because if your opponent activates Dark Hole, you can only save one Infernoid and not all of them. But hey, gotta work with what you gotta work with. I play 1 Burial from a Different Dimension, 3 Void Expansion, a really good field spell. My only kind of downside to it that I think is that you only get the token during your standby phase. But hey, it's kind of like a Treeborn Frog in that sense. And it has a really good effect that protects your lower level Infernoids if you have the higher ones out. And also, that token it generates can be used to summon out more Infernoids, or it can be used for attributing effects. Really good. And then play 3 Void Launch. Honestly, this is more for if you don't draw Reasoning. Which it does happen, and I do know that there is another card, what was it called, Monster Gate or something. But honestly, I think I like the 3 Reasoning, and I like the 3 Void Launch. Now, guys, I'm not even going to bother going over the extra deck because this is completely up to you. The extra deck is all up to your own personal opinion, and heck, honestly, the deck can play fine without extra deck. I'm not even joking here, okay? You can just forget everything about the extra deck. Because you will almost never go into it. I'm not even joking here. Now, maybe to get a Synchro or Exceed or something, that might change, but I doubt it. Anyways, so, guys, that is the deck profile. Not really much I can say about it other than I honestly like it. It's a really good, balanced, fun deck. You don't see that very much anymore, which kind of sucks. I mean, there's not really much good or bad you can say about the deck. It's good in the sense that it has really good effects, but however, they balance themselves out by having that inherent thing to where, take for instance these guys, they cannot attack the turn they use their effects. And then all these guys got battle-oriented effects. It just works. That's the weird thing about the deck. Now, with that being said, you'll notice this is not the OTK build. That is because, honestly, this is what my build would be if I could build it in TCG right now. And since the OTK build only works if we have Galaxy Eyes Full Metal Dragon or whatever it's called, you can't really do it. Which does suck. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, or if I don't know if you have any suggestions. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. And I'm losing my voice because this is the 50th time I've tried doing this. See you guys later.